I'm pretty sure that I haven't released a reaction to Ferrari yet, right? Because this bullshit ass news that we have received today, and if you don't know, you're knowing now that the Formula One had posted a release statement by the FIA. And I'm going to cover that right now in the portions, because it's like they put it in sections that they are addressing various topics. And I gotta say, yes, Masi is sacked. Masi has indeed lost his position, but he will be receiving a different role within the FIA. But he is fired from race director. He is no longer the race director. All right. So we're gonna cover this. I'm gonna put this up on the screen so you all can see the information that I see, and then I'm going to basically tell you how I feel about it in the sections that they revealed. All right. So let's look at this FIA document. Now, it starts off saying key changes to Formula One race administration. All right. It says a new virtual race control room will be created, similar to the video assistant referee in football. It will assist the F1 race director with the application of the rules. Okay. All right. So similar to the video assistant referee in football. So in the NFL, now I don't know if they're talking American football or football, soccer, as we know it here in the States, but I'm going to refer to the NFL. So in the NFL, like I was telling you before, now it's funny that they mimicked this. So, I think pretty much they've been paying attention to a lot of things that we've been saying. NFL football, when something goes down on a camera, they have already before like the officiating crew on the field like starts coming together and makes a judgment, there is another committee that is watching the game, and they are already making rulings to what should be happening. Now, so let's say the committee on the field, let's say the officiating on the field can't come up with something. They're going to hit this crew up, say, hey, what do we got? What do you see? And sometimes that crew that's up there watching the footage will call down and make a ruling saying, hey, you're missing something. We need to check this out. Like concussion protocols, like if they see a player that's concussed, they're going to call down and say, hey, you need to pull them. So I'm guessing that that's what they're going to try to install coming up in this next season. That's not a bad thing. I'm okay with that until we see how it starts working out. Let's go down to this next section. The procedures relating to unlapping of cars during safety car period will be reassessed. What the hell is there that needs to be reassessed? Now, there's something that needs to be admitted to. There's something that needs to be corrected. There's something, and that's Masi in the way it was implemented. There's something that definitely needs to be addressed as far as a driver being screwed out of a championship because of this. Reassessed? No, the rule was clear on the unlapping of cars, of how it should be taking place. What was not clear is this was also clear that somebody screwed it up, once again took advisement under a team, half-ass implemented it, manipulated the way they wanted it to in order to get a certain outcome. The actual rule is fine. The problem is the rule wasn't adhered to. That's where the real big problem is. Ben, you should think about that. Next, and this is the big next. This is the one where I was like, this seems like some bull. This seems like some real bullshit right here, all right? Radio communications to the race director during the race will be removed from the television broadcast. Questions can still be asked via a new, well-defined, and non-intrusive process. Who's being intrusive? Us? The fans? The viewers? The people who want to know why something that was so egregious done, but yet not responded and not reprimanded to? Is that who you're talking about? So now we're removing radio broadcast. Why? So if something like this happens again, you don't have proof all out there on the internet, all out there on TV that you screwed up. Is that why we're doing that? That right there was a monumental F you to us as fans, as viewers, as spectators, even to Drivers, like basically, let's not let this type of evidence out again so people can't hold our feet to the fire. That's how I took that statement. Just saying. That right there, no way. That right there was not cool with me. I don't know if it's cool with you all. You could put it in the chats. Next, experienced FIA officials, Niels Witchett and Eduardo Freitas, and I know I probably hacked that up, will rotate in the role of race director, splitting the responsibilities across the 23 championship races in 2022. So it doesn't seem like they're going to the situation, but they're going to swap in and out. So he'll do one race, he'll do another race. He'll do one race, he'll do another race. Then it says Blash has been appointed as a permanent senior advisor alongside the two guys that will be swapping out for race director. Masi has been offered a new role within the FIA. I don't know what this role is. Now, I know hints it might have been a safety role, but this seems to be a committee of maybe 3. Well, NFL definitely has more than a committee of 3 when it comes to officiating. So is 1 better than 3? I don't know. They say more brains, more eyes together is better than 1. I'm going to have to see how this works. Like, I'm really going to have to see how this works. I'm going to see how they really form this up. Is this kind of the draft of how this is going to start? And then maybe they add more to it? Or is this going to be it? If that is, of course, I'm going to do more research on the individuals involved, on the structure that they're going to be coming out with. Masi has been removed, but we don't know where he's going yet. Is he still going to be in a position where he's going to be able to affect the race? If that's the case, I can't really technically say that he's been sacked or fired then. I would have to basically retract my last video because, I'm not retracting it because I believed he was going to get sacked. He did lose his position, but if they still put him in a position that allows him to affect the outcome of a race, then I got to retract that. That definitely ain't going to be right, and that definitely isn't a solution. That's them basically changing cards around to say, screw us. Screw you. We're going to do what we want to do. Yeah, we screw Lewis Hamilton out of the 8th World Championship. We don't give a damn. We're going to do something to appease you because we definitely want you to watch. We definitely want your viewership. But we don't care about integrity. We don't care about what's right. We just care about what we can do, how much money we can make, and what maybe you all will all tolerate. So yeah, I'm not really pleased about this, especially with that one they kind of put in the middle. It's funny that they put it in the middle. Like literally they put it in the middle. They put 2 before it, 2 after, kind of stuffed it in the middle. That was real cheap. That was real cheap. Real clever, real cheap. So you all let me know what you think about this. I will have my reaction video to the new Ferrari, but I just felt like this, I had to go ahead and get this done. And it even took me a minute to step up and do this because I was really like this. Let me know. All right. Just build it. I will be back. I will try to stay abreast of this as this thing start developing to bring you more information on it. I appreciate you all for sticking with me. Be patient. Let's see what happens as the season approaches quickly. And if you don't know, I believe they finally announced when Drive to Survive will be out. I believe that's March 11th. So yeah, let's see what happens. Just build it. Peace.